Hello everyone. Today we'll start a new chapter, that is how do organisms reproduce. Organisms means what? Living beings, all living beings. Then what is reproduction? Reproduction means what? Again production of what? We'll see now. Reproduction is the process in which living organisms produce new individuals of the same species. Means, for example, parents will reproduce children. That is what? Reproduction in simple way. Then here same species I have written, means what? Humans will reproduce humans only. Then plants will reproduce plants only. Then bacteria will reproduce bacteria only. So this is what? Reproduction. Understood? Then next we have why we need reproduction. Means, is there any need of reproduction? Yes, because reproduction will increase the population and also the survival rate of any species or any organism. If there is no reproduction, then there would be no increase in population. The population will decrease and the species will become extinct. Means, for example, dinosaurs are not there on the earth now. Okay, they are extinct now. So that is what? Reproduction is required to increase the population and also the survival rate. Now you can see one animal is born and that is dead. If that will not reproduce, then again we don't find any that kind of animal on the earth. Okay, that is what? Extinct. So understood why we need reproduction. Then humans will reproduce human, plants will reproduce plant only. Then bacteria will reproduce bacteria. So you never find that humans will give rise to the plant, then plant will reproduce bacteria. Okay, why that is happening? Yes, why that is happening? And the answer is DNA. Because of DNA, the same children are produced from that parent. Okay, then DNA is what? Deoxyribonucleic acid. It is one organic molecule present in the cell. Okay, then this DNA will save all the information of that organism, and that information is transferred from that parent to the offspring. That's why the same organisms are reproduced. Then during reproduction, what will happen? The reproductive cells will produce two copies of the DNA and each cell will receive one copy. Okay, that's why the human beings will give rise to humans only. Then here you can see a cell is there. In that cell a nucleus is found. In that nucleus chromosomes are there, and in that chromosome DNA is present. Then we study now types of reproduction. There are two types of reproduction, that is asexual and sexual reproduction. Then asexual reproduction is reproduction in which new individuals are produced from a single parent. Means, a single parent or a single individual is involved in the reproduction. That is asexual reproduction. Then you have sexual reproduction. Here in this, two parents are involved in the reproduction. That is sexual reproduction. Then next you have different types of asexual reproduction. One is binary fission. We'll see now what is that binary fission. For example, amoeba. Here one single amoeba is there, and that amoeba will divide and will give rise to two new amoebas. Means, here one individual is involved in the reproduction. That's why it is called asexual reproduction. And why it is called binary fission? Because the fission of a parent body taking place into two individuals. That's why it is binary fission. Then multiple fission. Here many new organisms are produced from a single parent. That's why it is called multiple fission. And the example is plasmodium. You can see in the diagram that is a plasmodium cell, and this plasmodium will cause disease, that is malaria. Then this plasmodium cell nucleus will divide into many nuclei, and it will give rise to many plasmodium. That's why it is called multiple fission. Understood? Then next we have budding, and the example for this budding is hydra. Here is the hydra. So in the first diagram you can see a hydra is there, and from that hydra a small bud like structure is arising, and that is what bud. Then this bud will grow and it develop into a new individual, and in the last diagram you can see it is separated from the parent body. That is what budding. And here also a single parent is involved in the reproduction, and here a bud formation is taking place. That's why it is called budding. Then next one we have fragmentation. This fragmentation is seen in case of Spirogyra. Spirogyra is an algae present in the water bodies. This Spirogyra is like a thread-like structure. Then that thread-like structure of Spirogyra will cut down, or it is fragmented into small fragments, and that fragment will grow as a new Spirogyra. That's why it is called fragmentation. Means fragmentation of a parent body is taking place, and here also a single parent is involved in the reproduction. That's why it is a type of asexual reproduction. Then next we have fourth one, regeneration. Regeneration is seen in case of planaria. This is planaria. So when you cut the planaria body, it will regenerate the whole body. Here the planaria body is cut down into three parts: head, middle part and tail part. That head part will regenerate the whole body, middle part will also regenerate head and tail, then that tail part also will regenerate the head and middle part. Like that, if you cut the planaria body, it will regenerate the whole body, and the new individuals are reproduced like this. That's why it is regeneration. And also in lizard you can see the regeneration, and in plants also. In case of lizard, if you cut the tail of lizard, that lizard will not die, it will regenerate the tail and it will grow. That's why regeneration is seen in case of planaria, lizard and plants also. Then next one we have vegetative reproduction. It is a type of asexual reproduction taking place in case of plants. This is a bryophyllum leaf, and this leaf has adventitious buds on the edges of a leaf, and that bud is able to grow as a new bryophyllum plant. If you cut that adventitious bud, and that adventitious bud is planted in the soil, and that will grow as a new bryophyllum plant. That is what vegetative reproduction. Then here you can see new plants are grown on a single leaf. This is a magic of bryophyllum. Then we have spore formation. It is a last type of asexual reproduction. Spore formation is seen in case of rhizopus. Rhizopus is a fungus. It will grow on a bread or any food material, and this rhizopus is having spores, sporangiophore, and the rhizoids are there. Then you can see the topmost spores are there. These spores are produced, and these spores will regenerate a new rhizopus. Means many spores are produced, and from that one spore will regenerate a new plant. Like that, reproduction will taking place, and this is called spore formation. We'll continue the next part of this chapter in next video. Thank you.